and it'll kick you over into the full screen PC experience with Xbox, and your library will be there. That I really do believe Microsoft, a software company, that's what they want to do. But there's still a lot of questions around how that will work for people who have an Xbox now. Do you still pay for online then if you're a Game Pass subscriber? Like, do you have to because PC gaming doesn't? Do all of your old legacy purchases still follow through, especially if they're from the Xbox 360 generation? Does that all work? So many questions around this, and that is the biggest problem right now. Is it's so uncertain with what Microsoft is about to do for next generation, if anything at all. Like the fact that was floated and people immediately were like, yeah, I can see that. That's a problem for the brand, because you don't. If I said, hey, there's not going to be another Nintendo system, this is it. You're seeing it right now. No more hardware. Or, hey, the PS6 is canceled. You look at me like I have 3 heads. That's not happening. What are you talking about? But man, people saw that with Xbox, like, yeah, that makes sense. That is definitely a brand problem for Xbox and Microsoft right now to figure out, if they want to at all. But at least based on what they're saying, and the reporting from Windows Central, they are not out of hardware, and they will be attempting, we'll say, next generation. But this seems like it might be their last swing at it. So here's hoping they have a really, really good idea, or who knows what the future really holds for Microsoft and Xbox. Next up, let's talk about Nintendo and generative AI, as this came up in the news because, well, Nintendo was brought up in the news. Yeah, this we can see over on Go Nintendo. They say the news comes from a recent Twitter post shared by Satoshi Asano, who is a member of the House of Representatives in Japan and has been posting about AI lately. When discussing his experiences with the subject in relation to various Japanese companies, he made the following statement about Nintendo. This is translated over from Japanese, saying, Nintendo avoids using generative AI to protect its IP and is also engaging in lobbying activities with the government. So, okay, that is something that clearly caught Nintendo's eye, because you have a representative saying, hey, Nintendo's out here lobbying against generative AI. It basically draws a line in the sand from Nintendo's perspective that they are like against AI. They're to the point where they're trying to get it shut down. And Nintendo did respond after seeing this, very quickly, by the way, saying there are no facts indicating their company is making any approaches to the Japanese government regarding generative AI. Regardless of whether generative AI is used, our company's policy is to take appropriate action against anything we determine to be infringing on our intellectual property. And then following that statement from Nintendo, Satoshi Asano deleted his original mention of this on X, and then issued an apology and an explanation, saying, while investigating the facts regarding Nintendo's lobbying, I came across information from the U.S. public disclosure site OpenSecrets.org, stating that Nintendo's subsidiary, Nintendo America, had allocated a budget for lobbying activities in 2025. Since the information source on the site consisted mainly of U.S. congressional documents, meeting minutes, and lobbying reports, I judge it to be factual. So Nintendo just coming out and outright refuting this. This person, representative in Japan, saying that they had done research with AI, which is ironic, I know, because he's against generative AI and he's using AI to research against against AI. Hey, you know what? That's how you do it, right? Enemy of my enemy is my friend. Whatever. Anyway, the idea here being Nintendo isn't necessary. This is going to be something I think people are going to really have a hard time grappling with. A lot of the companies that you see right now are experimenting with generative AI in some way. It might not be how you see the Sora 2 thing going around, where you type something up and it just makes it, and it doesn't care if it has to steal it to do it. It just makes it. Sure, I've seen people create entire scenes from video games, and the Sora 2 thing is able to do it. It's not perfect, and sometimes it looks kind of weird. There's a Cyberpunk one that was going around, right? An Infamous mission, and it looked pretty good, but it also looked off at times based on where it placed the character in one scene, as an example. But the point is, it's able to do stuff with an uncanny ability of realism. So, one, we're in trouble online because who knows what you see anymore is real or AI generated. But two, yes, if you're Nintendo or any of these companies that have high value intellectual properties and franchises, you're probably going, wait a minute, who do we sue? That's the crazy conundrum for Nintendo. I'm sure they want to sue. We know Nintendo does, but like they don't know who to go to. So it's a weird situation, and one that a lot of governments and lawmakers are going to have to look into and try to figure out, because the thing I think we're all starting to realize, AI is moving faster than the government is designed to keep up with. And eventually AI will just completely outpace everything anyway, and before we know it, we'll turn around and basically rule the world almost, right? So we'll see with the generative AI stuff, but man, it's advancing fast. Sora 2 is legitimately impressive, and that makes me wonder what exactly is Sora 3 going to look like. Also, when I mentioned that a lot of these companies are experimenting with generative AI, I'm not saying they're using it in development right now, but as many things go with R&D, they're going to experiment with it, check it out, see what its capabilities are, and see if it can, for example, save them time with meaningful tasks, maybe in development or even just day-to-day stuff. So as much as generative AI gets brought up as an evil thing, there are still many use cases for AI in general. Even researching other AI and then getting it wrong and then having to issue like an apology. I mean, that's like maybe the AI knew and it was just trying to embarrass them. That's the real concern, is when AI turns on us and makes us look like a fool online. In our last bit of news, let's talk about Red Dead Redemption 2 and this rumored update that I would love to see, because Red Dead Redemption 2 is still stuck at 30 frames per second on the PS5 and the Xbox Series. On PC, of course, you can blow past that without any issues. But it would be nice to see an update for a game that looks incredible, but just feels like it's in slow motion because of that frame rate cap. Well, this update, we assume, would push it past that and probably also make the game look even better on the PS5, the Xbox Series, PS5 Pro, and maybe bring it to the Switch too, similar to Red Dead Redemption 1. Well, we can see this. This is over on Insider Gaming, saying recently eagle-eyed gamers found updated references and content within Red Dead Redemption 2's listing on the Steam storefront. In fact, if we take a look over on the history for updates, we can see a number of things that have happened October 4th, the 3rd, the 2nd, basically the start of October. They've just been going through and even changing out, for example, the entire store description, which caught a lot of people by surprise. Like, oh, there are legitimate changes happening. And the thing to keep in mind, we are coming up on an anniversary for the release of Red Dead Redemption 2 from 2018. It's not like a nice round number, 10th year anniversary, nothing like that. But what's a 7-year anniversary? You could play it up to, hey, 7 years ago this game came out, you know, one of our star achievements or whatever, and now we are bringing an update for the newer systems, or the current systems at this point, and the Switch 2, and we're going to release it in a few weeks or something. That's how they did it with Red Dead Redemption 1, so it wouldn't shock me if they did the same thing with Red Dead Redemption 2. So I guess keep an eye out later on this month for that to be happening, because otherwise it would be kind of weird to do that at the beginning of next year when it's going to be all eyes on Grand Theft Auto 6 and like full speed ahead. It'd be odd to be halfway through that mark and be like, hey, Red Dead Redemption 2 update. Better to do it now before that trailer, 3 drops for GTA 6, most likely to kick off 2026. And before we go to the comments of the day, we'll take a look at the poll that I posted up yesterday. We're asking, what was the first Xbox console you played? 57% said the original Xbox, 36% said the 360. And I noticed Xbox One was only 4%, 3% for the Xbox Series. Not a lot of younger, although I should do this for the PlayStation as well. I know there is an older audience that watches these shows. I've seen it just in the demographics. But man, the 360 was the first one for people. Okay, I guess 360 and PS3. That would make sense. I was thinking back to the old days of the Xbox. I did a video yesterday, kind of saying the future of Xbox, but also a bit of nostalgia-driven stuff in there too, where I thought of the Xbox, the best timing for that system was the Xbox 360. And there's a specific window that I name in the video, and I also take a look at the Blade system for the Xbox 360 that I still have. I fired it up in the video. It is a wave of nostalgia. But then I thought, I wonder if there are a lot of other people who still have that view of the Xbox brand. And I think most of that has to do with where you started. And yeah, it seems like a lot of people started original Xbox or the Xbox 360. For me, the original Xbox, the first one I played, Halo, 2001. Those are the good days. And then from there, it was just hauling CRTs back and forth up the street so we could do LAN play with the router in the middle and running cables up and down the steps and parents yelling at you. Those are the good days. And we'll finish up with the comments of the day as you're seeing here. This is from Satoshi, who says, yes, Xbox Game Pass did double in price here in Brazil. People are talking about how it's basically dead in Brazil now because it used to be the option for us to play new releases, and now it just does not make any sense to use the Xbox ecosystem since the console is not officially sold here, and because of that, they are much more expensive than the competition. So the obvious thing, if you're Microsoft, then if you're not selling the console officially, as you say, in Brazil, would be the cloud streaming or the cloud gaming route. However, the thing people are also mentioning online, and you can let me know in the comments, 1440p cloud streaming that they announced to go along with this price increase is not available in Brazil. So I guess the immediate benefit that is not applicable to you in Brazil, despite them doubling the price, it just doesn't make sense, some of the stuff they're doing here. And it does feel like you have the gaming side of Microsoft, that's Xbox. You have the corporate side of Microsoft, that's like the AI, cloud, Satya Nadella, and all of them. And they go, hey, you need to make more money. Just go ahead and start moving prices up across the board. And we're seeing it. It feels like the side making the decisions is not very aware of the gaming space at all, and it's showing, because it's like, who knows what Microsoft's going to do next, because none of this makes sense now anyway. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it here for Newswave. If you enjoyed this video, guys, hit that like button. If not, hit the dislike. Leave comments down below about everything we talked about here today. If you missed last week's Newswave, I'll leave it up here in a card. Or maybe you want to hear more about the uncertain future of Xbox and a little bit of Xbox 360 nostalgia talk thrown in. I did that video over the weekend. I'll leave it right below it. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Hey, well, I mean, it's standard, you know. But I know some of y'all might disagree. I mean, maybe it's still matters. Dating. Maybe people still care. But honestly, if somebody judging me based on a number, then baby, you're not the one for me. Bye, Felicia. Oh, question is not. Now, this is a hot one. Like, a lot of people be talking about this. Should women go 50-50 financially in a relationship? Okay, now let's talk about it, okay? Let me get comfortable with this one. Yeah. We'll take a sip. Oh, I need to pull me up some more. Come right back. Hold on. Okay, so this 50-50 question, it really depends on who you ask. One hand, we're living in a town where women out here doing big things. Baby, we getting degrees, we're securing a bag, building businesses, and being independent as fuck. So yeah, it makes sense why some of them are like, yeah, let's split things 50-50 because I'm out here working just like you. But then there's the other side. Some women still expect a man to be the full provider, and they want to be taken care of. And there's nothing wrong with it. I feel like it all comes out with what we're expecting in your relationship. Personally, I feel like if a man wants to take lead, take care of the finances, let him. But if you're in a relationship where splitting bills help, then that's cool too. I think it doesn't work when there's an expectation of 50-50. Is 50-50 one way to go, or should one partner take the lead financially? Is marriage still the goal, or do y'all feel like I could just be happy without it? Let me know, let me know, let me know. I'm curious. Why so? Or whatever the might set boundaries because you might set a boundary around personal time or how you communicate your disagreements. Communicating these boundaries for your partner and be consistent and important. Boundaries aren't about controlling the other person. They're about maintaining your well-being. Hey, beloved, in 2024, we just have to be in boss mode 24/7. It's okay to relax sometimes and be taken care of. But here's where like, this that smells like shea butter, red, orange, lipstick. I have this look. Let me guys could see. Let's get to the big parts. The big
was like, whoa.
Welcome back to It Is What It Is. Y'all, if you are watching this episode right now, make sure y'all subscribe. We're on the road to a milli. It's coming soon, so make sure y'all subscribe. It's free. As y'all know, this episode is presented by Underdog.
You're getting 2 new health items for Defender and Supporter. The first health item is called Big Root. Max level Big Root will give you 450 HP, and Big Root passive is to increase HP recovery by 20%. This item is kind of similar to our legendary apple. However, Apple's recovery is 4% of the maximum HP, and Apple also has an additional +9
No, I'm not. Nah, I don't see nobody picking Sableye. But them niggas ban Venusaur again. Keep banning my nigga. I'm looking at the Big Root shit right now.
recovery from its stats. The second health item is kind of similar to Big Root. Max level Big Root will give you 450 HP, and Big Root passive is to increase HP recovery by 20%. This item is kind of similar to our legendary apple.
Oh yeah, that Big Root. Oh, that's crazy.
However, Apple's recovery is 4% of the maximum HP, and Apple also has an additional +9 recovery from its stats.
Yeah, so he just
The
standing
second
there
health item
healing.
is called
Okay.
Tenacious Belt. Max level Tenacious Belt will give you 30 defense and special defense. And Tenacious Belt passive is to increase defense and special defense by 28% for 3 seconds. Tenacious Belt will be very useful if the opponent has a lot of CC. Big Root is scheduled to be released on October 9th, 2025, and Tenacious Belt is scheduled to be released on October 16th, 2025. The price for Big Root and Tenacious Belt is 2,000 EOS coins, or you can buy with 1250 EOS tickets.
Man, I got them damn tickets. Yeah, Big Root. Oh my god. Ooh. What item am I gonna give up though? They releasing the same belt on ZA? Tenacious Belt? I ain't even see what that shit did for real. ZA. I'm gonna be at the midnight release and I'm gonna go home. I hope to play the game all night. And I better not lose again. I just lost my first 2 matches on this bitch. Shit is crazy. Yeah, I need that big root right now. Yours releasing at 11? Yeah, I think they try to Is this depend on the time zone? So like over here on the East Coast, we hit midnight first, and then whatever time we hit it, the other time zones will hit like accordingly. So like on the all the way in like Cali, they'll probably get theirs at like 9 because it's midnight over here where we at. Bro, come on, look, we got 3 niggas at the bottom, 1 AFK. Oh my god. Come on, yo. We got 3 niggas at the bottom, 1 AFK. We already starting it. They waiting to get the farm. See, come on, man. about to quit already. Niggas just waiting. Bro, we ain't get shit. Yeah, them niggas getting it at 9. You still level 3. Let me go up here because I don't think we're gonna make a push. Y'all using resources to try to chase me down. And my team scoring finally. And I'm still out of there. And I still got the fuck up out of there. Yeah, Big Root, that shit gonna go crazy. Let me listen to Cameron Mace. What the fuck do you think you're talking
Welcome back to It Is What It Is. Y'all, if you are watching this episode right now, make sure y'all subscribe. We're on the road to 1 million. It's coming soon, so make sure y'all subscribe. It's free. As y'all know, this episode is presented by Underdog. If you're new to Underdog, today's the day. Get $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play just $5 with code It Is What It Is. It's Boosttober, so there's daily promos all month long. And here's something new. You can now combine multiple picks from the same player in a single entry. Think Travis Hunter is about to go off. Stack his receiving yards and touchdowns in one entry and flex your ball knowledge. Underdog is live in more than 30 states, including Georgia, Texas, and Missouri. So make sure y'all support the show. Lock in your bonus and start playing today with code It Is What It Is.
Bro, we lost.
I'm Treasure
We lost.
Wilson,
Y'all
aka
niggas ain't
Stat
there.
Baby, along with your host Cam. Mace will be back, and today we are joined with both of our analysts. We got Michael Irvin and Arabia.
Doing great, thank you. Happy to be here. How Mike? How are you?
I am doing well, Arabia, and I've been looking for you. I've been you notice she would not show up. I didn't see her when it was Mariota at quarterback, but today, when the man got back, all of a sudden she wants to pop on up. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. I get it. I'm sure you feel my quarterback, so I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you ain't been looking too hard. I'll be right here every week.
Hey, y'all see I got this red on. You know why I'm wearing this red? Because that Cowboy offense is red hot. So I just put on red.
Let me ask both of y'all a question real quick, and I know we're going to get into it in a few minutes. But who's the best quarterback in the NFC East, man?
Jalen Hurts.
What?
He better. I like Daniels better than Hurts.
Wait, who said that? Who said that?
Arabia.
You did not say that. Did you watch the game today?
I said it. Yes, I watched today's game. I watched the Eagles game. I watched the Commanders game. Cowboys, Giants lost to the Saints. Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback in the NFC East.
No. Jalen Hurts may have the best team around him, but he's not the best quarterback. I'm just saying. Because what they did today, what Denver did today to him, I will explain to everyone. And you got to look for people to start doing that more often to Jalen Hurts. So we'll see. I think Dak Prescott, not just the NFC East. Right now, Dak is playing the best quarterback in the NFL, just about, not just the NFC East. So certainly not Jalen Hurts for me. And I'm not just saying that because he is my quarterback, but Cam, you saw I sent you that video, the video of Dak beating Michael Parsons. That's that next level of quarterbacking. Okay, even if my line can't block him, I can beat him with my ability, with my shoulders up. I can see the open man before the man becomes open. What Tom Brady used to do all the time. Dak is doing that. I don't see Jalen Hurts doing that.
The thing about it is, Mike,
Here's the thing.
real quick, Mike, before Arabian goes, is that me and Mike text all the time. Like, that's my big bro. I love Mike. And we go back and forth all the time. When he sent me that text, I didn't text you back because you can't manipulate me with that. I didn't even respond to it. I usually respond to all your texts. I didn't even respond to that, Mike. You're not going to manipulate me with that video you sent. I knew what you was trying to do. But see, I wasn't sure if that was because you got knocked down at the Miami game and you had a little concussion. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if that was part of the reason. Mike, what the fuck is going on? Arabia, then I'm gonna get to Miami afterwards because I know you're still discussing the quarterback. I gotta ask him a couple of things about this whole Miami situation. But go ahead, Arabia.
Let's just be very clear about what we're talking about. If you're saying the best quarterback in the NFC overall, it's Jalen Hurts. Winning has to account for something. And I said it before on my platform, I'll say it here. If you have the luxury of hiring a nanny and hiring a chauffeur and hiring a chef, that doesn't make you a bad parent because you have the luxury of doing all these things and you don't have to do it all yourself. Jalen Hurts doesn't have to do it all himself. He's concerned more about winning than whatever the stat sheet says. Now, if you're talking about this season, as much as I want to be a hater and I'm minute to minute with it, I'll probably be a hater in a few minutes. Dak Prescott is playing phenomenal football this season. Through 5 weeks, Dak Prescott looks great. So if we're staying in 2025 through 5 weeks, I'll say Dak Prescott. But if we're staying overall,
Well, that's all we were asking about, Arabia. Don't wait. Don't back up and try to say if we talking about right now. We ain't talking about last year. We ain't talking about next year. We talking about right now.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
No, I said the same thing about Patrick Mahomes last season. I said Joe Burrow is playing a better game than Patrick Mahomes last season. Everybody jumped down Arabia's throat, pause, and said, how could you, Patrick Mahomes, So if we're season with it, Dak, I'm cool with that.
We're talking about right now, Arabia, who's the best quarterback in the NFC? He's not overall over the years. Through 5 weeks of football, who's the best quarterback?
Get that out.
Dak Prescott is playing a great game.
I'm not.
Hey, cut this and send me this clip. Make sure you send me this clip.
Now look, Mike Dak is playing good. Now hold on, because I know we got to get to the topic. What's going on with Miami week after week? It seems like you make more highlight reels film week after week with Miami than the players. You're outshining the players at this point, Mike. Every week, something's new, whether you're DJing, whether you're winding the bell up. This week, you got tackled. And, every week, you are making more highlight film than Miami.
Niggas is not doing enough. We never doing enough. I'm trying to score because we can't beat these niggas head up. This shit's crazy. It's 27 seconds left. We ain't got enough time to even win. Like we need to score. We can't. That's it. We lost. Shit crazy, bro. My team, what? Y'all niggas not putting up no numbers, killing niggas. Bro, we ain't even get one nigga over 60K. Ass, man. This trash. This fucking trash. Fucking 3 matches in a row. Bro, the rank is in like 26,000 or 2,600. Yeah, you probably seen him at the beginning of the season ranked with 13 something. Damn, I can't fucking do enough. These niggas gonna ban my nigga again. All my matches is ban matches, and they keep banning the fucking Venusaur. Oh, they banned this nigga again, yo. Damn. I need to learn how to play another attacker. This shit's so trash. Damn, these niggas, man.
And tell me exactly what is your role there? I know you say you're not getting paid. It's your alma mater. We all know that. We all know the U status. We understand it. We get it.
Exactly.
Are you reliving something? Like, are you going, when you get there, are you feeling like this is what I used to do? What is the purpose week after week that we seeing more of you than the players?
You know, most guys my age go through these crises, midlife crises. They go get all these nice cars and convertibles to drive around. I had that when I was very young, so it can't help me get over my midlife, my crisis, right? But being on that football field is everything. It's everything, you know what I mean? Makes me feel young again, being around those dudes. Now,
Damn.
when those dudes came at me the other day, dude, I was sitting there, oh God, here they come. Like, I thought about it. I said, I could try to move out the way and run, but I'll probably pull a hammy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to pull a hammy. So I said, just take this. And man, they came, man. Them dudes were heavy, but I bounced right back up like a champ. I bounced right back up, got back up, and got right back in the game, got my guys back in the game. I have to tell people because people keep saying on the side, Michael, we need you here. You're our good luck charm. And I'm with you on this, Cam. Stop all that good luck charm stuff. This ain't nothing about luck. I have to tell them that. Stop all that good luck stuff. This is about the hard work Mario Cristobal and his staff is putting in with these kids every day at Green Tree Practice Field. He deserves all the credit. I'm just that guy up in there. I'm like a mascot. I'm like the most expensive rich mascot they ever had. Just having fun with those boys, man. But that was a great, incredible game. Because Florida State, they gave us some scare down towards the end of that game right there.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? You just mentioned how the staff and everybody is doing their thing and everything, and Stan's like, yeah, #1 Carson Beck hater.
Okay.
Coming into this season, yo, #1, yo,
Change.
y'all don't like him because she was blackity black with Cam Ward there, and then you got a white quarterback, and now things change. You was hating Stat. Please don't
What's
stop.
up?
Mike is loyal. Mike was loyal all summer and everything else. And my last thing before we get to the topics is this. Not only this, James. My last thing to you, to my nigga Mike is, hold on, I had it right here too. I wouldn't even forget. Is that before I got the clip saved up, so don't even argue with me about it. He was like, yo, when the 49ers played the Rams, Mac Jones was averaging 275 yards. It won't happen this week. 342 yards. Like, I hope we get to that game and we have time to talk about it. Because you was 100% wrong. You were trying to tell me I was wrong, and my point was right, and you was wrong about it. So hopefully, we have time to get to that.
Definitely wrong. Yeah. And Mac does look good. We'll talk about that. I want to talk about that too.
Yeah, we'll have time to get to that. We'll have time to talk about the Commanders and the Cowboys. But first, we're going to start with these first two teams because there are no more undefeated teams left in the NFL right now. I know Cam just gone on me about Miami like he didn't wear an Eagles hat. And then I said, don't let them lose that next game. What happened? The Eagles lost that next game, a game that a lot of people didn't expect. No, you said the same thing about Drake Browning. That did not go as expected.
The very next day, you see me in the field practicing. You see me with my Bengals helmet. You see me with my Bengals socks, my jersey, and I was in the field actually practicing. I said, I can't do this. It didn't even feel like, don't try and act like it took me less than 24 hours to get back with the Bengals.
Oh, we don't talk about it. Arabia was on here for that too, so I think this will be a lovely discussion. So we're going to start with the Eagles. They got their first loss of the season after losing to the Broncos 21-17. Arabia, going to let you go first, then Mike, then Cam.
I'm dead.
Arabia, is this the team that you expected to hand them that loss, and then how'd you feel about the game?
Yeah, the Broncos have a phenomenal defense from complementary football with the front four and that secondary, then playing off each other. So this isn't a bad loss for the Eagles at all. This is a really good Broncos team. Bo Nix in that same draft class as a Drake May and a Jaden Daniels, all who won their games yesterday. But no, this is a good Broncos team. Also, about the Eagles. This team reminds me of the 2023 Eagles where they went 10-1 in the beginning of the season, but we saw flaws in their game. But because they were winning math problems. And they ended the season like 1-5 or something like that. I want to make sure
them niggas to the fucking
keep that same pattern where they're kind of squeaking through games, special teams here, a blocked field goal here and there. But when November hits and better teams are playing their best version of football, that the Eagles are prepared for those cold winter months when real football is being played. So I don't want the same thing to happen, going 10-1, have a great beginning of the season, and then ending in a landslide. But Cam.
Yo, what's up? What's up with this Donkey Kong stuff? I'm trying to figure out if this is a bot, because usually it'd be some weird comments. I'm not even playing Donkey Kong, and you like, what's going on with the Donkey Kong stuff? Every time I get some weird, yeah, we can quit this, because y'all niggas ass. Yeah, what's going on with the Donkey Kong stuff? I'm trying to figure out if this is a bot or not. Because I always get weird comments like this, and then people want to move it to Discord. I'm thinking it's a real person. I go to Discord, then y'all trying to sell me. Do you have dreams of becoming a streamer and I can help you and for this price? And what's going on? You good? Donkey Kong dude, What is going on with all the Donkey Kong stuff? Yeah, man, see? This nigga just talking. Give a fuck about no Donkey Kong or when it happened? Oh, finally, I can fucking pick Venusaur. Alright, fucking 4 matches, 4 L's in a row. Why would you push that nigga over there, yo? Come on, be smart with the fucking moves. Fuck! This stupid ass nigga, yo. God damn it. As soon as I don't get a ban, it's a fucking Sableye. Oh my god. Stupid nigga, yo. Bro, he's still scoring? Get your ass out of here, bitch. Seen somebody in the bushes, bro. You ain't slick. Here this nigga go. Bro, scoot back. Oh my god, wait till I get that big root. Yeah, I'm off today. Yeah, I'm off. Alright. I'm gonna have to take over this fucking match. It's gonna have to be me. It's gonna have to be me. As always. It's gonna have to fucking be me. Fucking bitch. Y'all must be getting cooked up there. You down here. There you go. Yep. Can y'all go get this nigga from scoring? Of course, it's gonna have to be me. Nobody else is doing that. The Umbreon is the defender, got 3 kills. Yeah, these niggas, man. It's gonna have to be me. If it's nobody else, it's gotta be me. Aegislash, like, you got 0, bruh? Mimikyu, no, Aegislash got 1. And Mimikyu, you got... Oh my god. It's gotta be me. These niggas almost broke the bottom. That was stupid. That was stupid. I should have saved that. Mm-hmm. Fuck out of here. This nigga about to regen, bro. And they got it. They still got it. If we all right here, we can mob over here. Instead of splitting up, bro. Damn. Bitch, you don't want the 1v1 with me. Oh, you got a partner coming, that's why. That's why, okay. Oh, I still dropped you, okay. Yeah, of course we in trouble. I need to stick with Umbreon. He's dropping niggas. He's actually dropping niggas. If he's trapping niggas in that circle, nah, we gotta rip. Come on. They got Meowscarada. They got both of their speedsters out. Come on, break this shit, bruh.